Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Ace Attorney Justice for All, where MINEY has now been called to the stand. We're going to go through her testimony. I suspect that she is the murderer, but I feel like we're going to need her to slip up in some way so that we can actually pin things on her. Whether she's going to do that or not, I don't know, but we're going to do it. I've got a little bit of a sore throat today, so apologies if this ends up being a little bit shorter than it normally is. I'm hoping to go the full sort of 15-20 minutes, but the judge's voice in particular does take it out of my my throat a little bit, so I'll see how we get on. But anyway, like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was, like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. That doesn't even make sense. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible.
Now, hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fake?
Come on, Judge, use your brain. She was obviously being channeled, or so the story is being put to us. Really now, Your Honour, Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness. Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course.
Miss Miney, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Why would you say that person instead of just who it was? Unless you didn't know them, I suppose, but it's a bit random. We've never seen this from the other perspective, by the way, of being able to see the face of the other person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie. I don't believe it.
She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes. There. Are you satisfied, Your Honour?
I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
It does not. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. I like that line, tapestry of lies, that's good. Your Honour, there is room for doubt, so the defence will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Just wait for your slice of humble pie, just like your dad got, after the murder. Okay, like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. This might be key to this, because the box is going to be important, I think. The, like, clothes trunk, whatever it is. Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it? Like, that's right. I, like, think there were sesame seeds, like, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, like, premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day. Yes, indeed.
I see.
Am I the only one who missed the boat here?
Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping?
Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. Do you know the time? Like, maybe a little before 11 AM, something like that, I think. At 11 AM? Yeah, like, my stomach is totally ready for, like, food. ... Ah, no. I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I mean, what time was it when the someone came into your room? Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... ... I think she's stalling to try and think of what to say here. That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? ... Never mind. Witness, about this person who entered the side room. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. Are you absolutely sure? I guess. That's not sure. You guess? Was it, or was it not, your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. Oh my god. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Yeah, I feel like this is done intentionally. She's purposely playing, like, really stupid just to avoid answering the questions, right? Because she doesn't know what to say to them. So by feigning ignorance and seeming confused, she's trying to deflect away from what she's being asked.
Well, Mr. Wright.
The defence rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Miney? I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive? But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult? But I, like, know all about the Quran channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognised that it was her sister. Inverted commas around sister was weird there. Yeah, like what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? No, let's question further. I feel like we might be onto something. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No, like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But... Ah! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection. Could you try using that once in a while?
Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important?
It's very important, yeah. I don't know why, but it is. It's very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I feel like that's probably the right call.
Alright, Mr. Wright, hopefully he doesn't ask us though. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, I'm, like, totally cool with that. Okay. I wasn't, like, scared at all, and, like, her costume looks totally, like, normal. That's a very odd thing to say. Why would you reference the costume looking normal? That has no relevance. Really? I mean, I suppose what she might be hinting at there is her trying to say the costume looked normal and didn't have blood or anything scary on it, but why would she know that the costume should have had blood on it if she wasn't involved, right? So here we go, let's press. So there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance? Like, yeah, nothing was, like, weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Question mark. So, this is the sequence of events here again, right? Let's take it back to the facts, as I'm slowly learning to do in these games. What Von Karma has basically said is that in this window, Maya, being channeled, left the room, right? Knocked out Morgan, left the room, went to Winding Way, and at this point put the key and the clothes into the incinerator and burnt them. So, here's the problem with that. Eni has just said that there wasn't a problem with the clothes at all, right? So, we've got the unburned remains, which means this is the clothes that I guess Maya was originally wearing, which got shoved into the incinerator. Now there's blood on it, so surely Edie would have seen that. Okay. The other clothes that could have been being worn, the ones wearing at the time of the murder, which were put into evidence, so these were not burnt, have blood on them. So both of them had blood on. So Enie's saying that there was nothing suspicious about the clothes at all, completely out of context, by the way. Yet we know that both sets of clothes would have had blood on. Like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go on? My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. Something terrible. What was this thing she told you? Huh? Like, didn't I just, like, tell you about it? Did you, like, forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish sieve for a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words. Well, excuse me, princess. Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again? Yeah, because I want to see if she'll contradict herself. I'm sorry, but could I hear the story one more time? Like, sure, no problem. I'll even, like, tell it all spooky-like for you. Yeah, you do that. Tell it spooky. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eni. Now, why are we putting so much emphasis on the fact that she mentioned Eni in this story? The only way that I would think that would be thrown in there is to like, if it was Mimi's spirit or whatever, why would she say Eni like that at the end? Surely you're just talking to a person. You don't need to address them with their name, unless you're trying to put the name in there to deflect away from the fact that perhaps she isn't Eni, right? That's my way of thinking here, anyway. Like, how was that?
It was a little scary.
Come on, Judge. Like, I'm sorry, maybe I, like, put too much spookiness into it? I know there has to be something here I can use, but where? She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected. Okay, so we're back to the beginning. Someone came into the room, it's a sister. I think it's this. Why would you say her costume looked totally normal? It's irrelevant, and also you just wouldn't think of that. So I think we're going to present here. The question is, do we present the cloth scrap, or do we present Maya's costume? Let's have a look at this. This is the one with the bullet hole in it, right? So we're theorising that this one was engineered to make it look like Maya was wearing it during the time, but that she was actually wearing the one that was burned, because the evidence on that would not have matched up to what happened. So I think this one was engineered with blood and the strategically placed bullet hole to make it look like what Maya was wearing. The problem is, we don't have anything that proves that this is Maya's costume, do we? It looks like Maya's costume, but we don't know for certain that it is. It doesn't say on there Maya's costume or part of another costume worn by Maya. So I think we're probably going to have to present this and say, if we ignore the incinerator thing, like they're trying to make us think, then Maya would have been wearing this when talking to Eni, which would have had all that blood all over it and the bullet hole. So I think we're going to present this, because I think she slipped up by saying that there was nothing out of the ordinary with the clothes. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eni. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Yes, we are. Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. Now, the other thing about this picture here is that the outfit on the sleeve, as we said, I think like on the day before, there's no bullet hole on that. So I think this is the outfit here that got burned, I think. I'm guessing this is the one that got burned in the incinerator, not the one that we have in evidence that was supposedly taken off of Maya, but we can't prove that. Either way, this one also has blood on it, so why would she think there was nothing that wasn't normal about that? I'd think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. That's right. Miss Miney, why did you not include this blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. That's right, bite that hat.
Order, Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney.
I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. Oh, she looked like Mimi there for a second with that face. I might be pushing this whole like Mimi angle with like the facial reconstruction thing, and it might all be false, so I'm sort of like fooling myself into seeing things, but just an observation. What are you stammering about, Your Honor?
Well,
That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap, because I think it's Mimi putting on an impression of Eni. Now, hurry up with the testimony.
If you please.
The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Alright, well. After the murder, part 2. Okay, so things are going to get interesting now. She's going to give us a bit more info. But we will do this in the next episode because we are out of time and my voice is just about starting to run out. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paul Leone, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCon555, Chrissy, Paul James, Adventure Game Geek, and Megan. And I'll see you next time for After the Murder Part 2.